All right, everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA. This is my stimulus update for April 12th. It's pretty light today, as you would imagine, it being a Sunday. But let's kick it off by talking about that whole Chime thing I mentioned yesterday, okay? Some of y'all were getting a little riled up about Chime advancing some people's stimulus payments. I heard about another neobank current doing the same thing. Now, I don't know why this got y'all riled up, okay? Some of y'all were like, people only got an advance, not the actual stimulus, with various degrees of capitalization and exclamation points. Okay, fair, that's what I put in my video on the screen. But for all practical purposes, these people have received their stimulus money for all practical purposes, fine. If you want to be nitpicky here, they received an amount equal to the amount of their stimulus payment. But regardless, we should be happy for them that they now have this money that will help to get them through this difficult time. They now have $1,200 or $1,700 or $2,400 or $3,900 that they did not have previously, okay? So why are y'all salty about this? Let's be happy for them. I saw this on another video. Somebody commented like, no one got stimulus money. They got an advance from their third-rate bank. What? What is third rate about what Chime did for their customers? Seriously, I don't get it. What's with the negativity? Why y'all riled up about this? I think this is a great thing, personally, okay? Because I want to see people get this money. That's why I'm making these videos every day. And I'm ecstatic to know that some people are getting it now and knowing that they saw this money in their account and they went into this weekend knowing that they can breathe again because it felt like they were drowning, and that makes me happy. So let's be happy for people, even if they get their money a little bit earlier than you do. Let's be happy for each other, okay? All right, now, let's talk about something to do with new Social Security retirement beneficiaries. That is, new beneficiaries in 2020. So yesterday, about 12 minutes into my stimulus update video, I mentioned something that new Social Security beneficiaries, that is new in 2020, might need to know. Now, I was on a walk yesterday with my family and thought, it's possible not everybody who needed to hear that stuck around for 12 minutes into that video. So I'm going to say it again here, okay, right here at the beginning of this video. Now, you've all heard that Social Security recipients, Railroad Retirement Benefits recipients, and SSDI recipients do not need to file a simple tax return to get the $1,200. This has been the case since April 1st, and you better believe that I made a video right then and there when that was announced. Now, there is an exception to this general rule that Social Security Administration Commissioner Andrew Marshall Saul wrote about in a blog post this last week. He said, and I quote, "Any new beneficiaries since January 1st, 2020 of either Social Security or SSI benefits who did not file a tax return for 2018 or 2019 will also need to use the IRS portal," okay, the one I walked through on Friday. So, if you just became a Social Security beneficiary in 2020, that is, you were not on Social Security in 2019 or before, therefore you have never received Form SSA 1099 because that is what the IRS is using for Social Security beneficiaries for purposes of the stimulus. And if you did not file a 2018 or 2019 tax return, you need to use the IRS portal, okay? If you have been on Social Security before 2020, that means you have received Form SSA 1099, okay, as late as 2019, and you don't need to take further action to get your $1,200. But if you're a new Social Security beneficiary in 2020 and you didn't file a tax return in 2018 or 2019, use that IRS portal, okay? And please share this with those who are new Social Security beneficiaries. All right, now, let me point out one thing. This is new topic. Let me point out one thing about the Get My Payment tool that is supposed to roll out this week, and it's a little unclear. There's some uncertainty with it, and I'm going to talk about it. But at this point, it is clear that you can use this tool to give the IRS your direct deposit information if they have no direct deposit information for you. That is, if there is no direct deposit information on your 2018 or 2019 tax return. Okay, so look on your tax return. Are your bank accounts on there? All right, on page 1 or page 2. If not, you can use the Get My Payment tool that's going to roll out this week to tell the information, your direct deposit information. Okay. What is not clear is if there was direct deposit information on your 2018 or 2019 tax return, if you will be able to update your direct deposit information with the IRS using the Get My Payment tool. Take a look at this. The Treasury press release about the Get My Payment tool says Get My Payment cannot update bank account information after an economic impact payment has been scheduled for delivery. Got it. Good. That's fine. Clear as a bell. No problems there. But it goes on to say, to help protect against potential fraud, the tool also does not allow people to change bank account information already on file with the IRS. And that last bit there, that's a standalone sentence. Now, is this kind of in light of the previous sentence, meaning you can't change bank account information already on file with the IRS after your payment has been scheduled for delivery? Or is this a standalone statement, meaning if we already have bank account information on file with you, irrespective of if your stimulus payment has been scheduled for delivery, then you can't change your existing bank account information using this tool? I think the punctuation implies the latter, just a literal reading of this text. But of course, Treasury Department press release writers are generally not known to be wordsmiths, so hopefully they will clarify. Now, look at the IRS website, how it describes the use of the Get My Payment tool. It says, use the Get My Payment application coming mid-April to let us know your bank account information if we don't have your direct deposit information and we haven't sent your payment. This kind of sounds to me like they're saying, if we don't have direct deposit information on file for you, you can update it. But if we do, i.e. based on your previous tax returns, you can't update it using this tool, at least not at this time. So if that's the case, what do you do if your direct deposit information has changed since what was on your tax return? That's the million-dollar question. It is not clear at this time. I'm not going to jump to conclusions here and assume anything about the IRS didn't mean what they said or something like that. I'm just going to take a plain literal reading of what the IRS has published at this time and share that with you. If there's any updates on this, I will be sure to share it in an update video. All right, I'm going to wrap up this brief update with something a little bit silly. Someone asked on Reddit in the Taco Bell subreddit, how many tacos can I get with my $1,200 stimulus check? Answer, 952. So that's about what? $1.25 per taco? Not too bad. If you want to see the math behind that, I'll leave a link in the description below. Also below is the subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates. Other than that, y'all, please enjoy your Sunday. Please be nice to each other, and don't be salty if your friend gets their stimulus payment before you. Be happy for them. Keep practicing your social distancing, and I will see you tomorrow.